All right, we're back. We're still on page 8 of notes 12. We're doing definite integrals, and we're thinking about them graphically, even though they're not given to us graphically. So we've done a bunch. We checked them on the calculator, and now what we're going to do is take a look at this one. So this one, all year, we're going to do problems that look like this. There's never going to be an easier way to do it than the way we're going to do it right now. Keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I'm going to graph it. So this is how I always do this. I always graph it. I can't really tell if that is a vertical line or not. I guess it must be. It looks like a right angle. The vertex 4. So if I plug in 0, I also get 4. If I plug in 6, I get 2. So I don't know the scale that I'm supposed to be using here. I guess 2s. So it's going to go here. And do you see a triangle? I see a triangle. And then we're going to go here. And I see another triangle. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to find this triangle, and we're going to find this triangle, and we're going to add them up. It's never going to get easier. It's never really going to get worse either, which is kind of nice. So this is going to be half of 16 is 8. So 8 plus, what are you? 2 by 2. Half of 4, so 2. 10. That's how you're going to do it, okay? So definite integral of absolute value. Draw triangles and add them. So all year, people are gonna be like, can't you do this? Can't you do that? Yeah, there's other stuff you can do, but you don't need to because this is the way you can do it. It gets you the answer. It's super quick, highly recommended. All right, now we come to this. Like, what is this? So if you don't recognize that, I mean, I recognize it, but if you don't, and you probably recognize it too, but let's say you don't. And also what we do here is gonna help, right? So let's say that this is y equals the square root of 9 minus x squared. Well, if that's the case, then y squared is 9 minus x squared, or x squared plus y squared equals 9. So it's part of a circle. Which part? It's the top half. And you can tell it's the top half because it's positive square root. If it was negative, it'd be the bottom half. So this is just the top half of a circle that has a radius of 3. And that like opens up the possibility of getting this right. This one's super, if you don't do this graphically, this one's going to be super tricky until, you know, all right. Make me a circle. I'm going to say like, it depends on what Calc 2 class you take. Somewhere in Calc 2. So like Calc, it's not a part of Calc BC. So if you're in BC, like not necessarily. Somewhere in Calc 2 though, you'll probably learn it. So if you just take BC, I don't know where you ever learn it. I guess you don't or something. I don't know. Good luck. So here's 3. We just want the top half. So this is a circle that has a radius of 3. So this is going to be 1/2 of 9 pi. So 9 pi over 2. And that's it, right? So it's going to be, to do it any other way is going to be a real challenge. But to do it that way is not bad at all. So this looks awful, but it also, I mean, if this wasn't here, kind of looks like a circle again. So let's do the same thing. We'll say y is equal to this thing. So 6 minus square root of 16 minus quantity. Oof, okay. So move the 6 over and square it. You get y minus 6 squared equals 16 minus quantity x plus 5 squared. Move the x plus 5 squared over. Get y minus 6 squared is 16. It's a circle, right? The center is -5, 6, and the radius is 4. So, and then which part of the circle? Well, because of the negative, it's the bottom half of the circle. Oh, it's the bottom half of the circle. So let's see if we can do that. So -5, 6. Okay, working graphically. -5, 6. Well, let's say is like here, maybe. I don't really know. And then it's the bottom half of the circle. The circle has a radius of 4, which means I can go to -1. I'll still be at 6. At -5, if I go down 4, I'll be at 2. And negative 9, I'll still be at 6. And it's like this. So we want, but what are we getting, right? We're getting the area bounded by this and the x-axis. So we want this region. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do, I'm going to shade something. So I think I'm going to do like a rectangle minus a semicircle. I want this region. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the full rectangle minus the semicircle. And this also, like, there's never going to be an easier way. You develop alternative methods, but nothing easier. So the full rectangle would be, so we're going 8 by 6. So that's 48 minus the circle has a radius of 4. So an area of 16 pi, but only half of it. So minus 8 pi, I think. I think that's going to be right. Negative 9, negative 5. Yeah, I think that's going to be right. All right. Let's check them on the calculator. So I keep saying like there's never gonna be an easier way. The easier way is always to use technology. Like no matter what, it's almost always easier. So here we're gonna go to template. This we need to go 0 to 6. Absolute value of x minus 4, and then x is the variable, so we get 10, which is what we got. By the way, you can change. You should try this. Change the variable y, but then I need to do dy, and I get this. So you have to be consistent, like what's the variable, and then your differential needs to match it. So just watch out for that, because t is also a very common variable. T's and thetas. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you can use x every time on the calculator, because the calculator doesn't know what problem you're solving. Negative 3 to 3, square root of 9 minus x squared. X is the variable. 9 pi over 2. Got it. And then this one, this is the one where like, I could imagine my geometry being off. Negative 9 to negative 5 of 6 minus square root of 16 minus quantity x plus 5 squared. X is the variable. 24 minus 4 pi. What? Oh, I got it wrong. I did too much. Let's go back to the notes and see. I mean, I can't imagine how frustrating that is when you're watching the video and you're watching me just do it wrong. I got twice the answer. Why did I get twice the answer? So I'm gonna make it look like I'm a smart person. I just needed half of this. So I did the full thing. So really 24 minus 4 pi, right? The thing that we actually needed was this. But I accidentally did the full thing. So I took half of it, which is acceptable. That's like a good way to fix that. I should have really done a rectangle that's 4 by 6, so 24, and then subtract a quarter of the circle from it. That would have been the thing to do. That's not what I did though. And that's okay because I caught it. It's not great. But anyway, that's page 8. I will be back in the next video to do page 9. So I will see you there.